Hey, what's going on? We're going to go over two quick modifications of the sideline hip abduction movement. So this is a great movement to strengthen the gluteus medius and some of the other lateral muscles of the hip. So what we're looking at doing to increase the intensity of this exercise a little bit is open up the range of motion slightly. So instead of doing it normally on a flat surface like we would, we're going to come to the edge of a bench or a table. We're going to tuck this bottom leg under and let the top leg ride kind of right in the crease of the ankle, okay? The upper body is going to be elevated a little bit by kind of posting up here on the elbow, and this just gives us a little bit more range of motion past neutral than we would normally be able to get if we were just totally flat line. So we're here, we're going to internally rotate the toe slightly, or at least keep it straight forward, but don't let it come up, and then we're just bringing the hip straight up from there. And I'm really trying hard to not use the muscles above. I think that's one thing I see a lot. People are using the muscles above the hip, like in the obliques and the quadratus lumborum, to kind of hike their hip up from here before they do this. I would really rather, and you can even lay down and do this like this, I would rather you think about reaching your foot out toward the wall below you as you lift it. I think that gives you a little bit of decompression at the low back while still getting all of the hip muscles activated that we want to. I do like doing this a little bit higher rep, so I want to stay in the 20 to 30 rep range here, and you should be getting a pretty good burn going as you do it, so kind of stay within that rep range, and you can certainly add an ankle weight with that. The other way that I like to do this, if I'm biasing more of the posterior hip structures instead of the lateral hip structures, is to tuck, whoop, there goes my foam roller, tuck the bottom leg back behind you a little bit, so putting that bottom hip into more extension, and then this top leg is going to start down and forward and go up and back as we contract. This is the version that I maybe prefer a little bit for most people because I'm getting a little bit more. I'm normally biasing the posterior hip structures. I don't want to get too much TFL involved with this. So I'm having them roll their trunk down a little bit, and then I'm extending and contracting that glute just like that. And again, if I want a little bit more range of motion still, I can try to scoot off the table a little bit more. And I'm bringing it up and behind me and down and forward here. Just like that. And that gets really good contractions in the glute muscle. So those are two variations that I like to work with. It gives you a little bit more range of motion, a little bit of increased intensity, and then again, you can add your ankle weight from there. Typically, when I'm prescribing these, I do 30 rep sets, and then if you can get 30 continuous reps, you go up a pound at a time with your ankle weight, and we're looking for 3 sets of 30. So try those variations out. Hope that they're helpful and that they kind of maybe add a little bit of variety into your routine if you're doing sideline hip abduction now. Those are some ways to tweak it and get a little bit different muscle activation. So hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys.